how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Trucker News. As the cool kids like to say, hashtag Trucker News. Oh, yeah. What is Trucker News, you ask? I'm an illiterate truck driver. I'm going to read the news stories that I think you need to know about. The things that affect trucking and whatnot. Share this out with your kids and say, kids, this is why you stay in school. Because you don't want to become an illiterate truck driver like Cash. All right. We're going to get into these news stories today. I got some good ones. I got some sad ones. I got some funny ones. I got some weird ones. I got them all. So let's get into it. The first one, U.S. indicts a Guatemalan man for smuggling attempt that killed 53 people. Woo! Yes, sir. You can smuggle them in. They just got to be alive when they get here. Come on. Texas deputy nabs commercial motor vehicle for overweight violation, no CDL, and fake documents he got from Facebook Marketplace. Woo! That's your competition, folks. Washington trucking officials urge governor to halt alignment with California truck emissions. I like the sounds of that. Petro with 100 truck parking spaces opens in Nevada. A Petro. Wow, I ain't seen a Petro open in a while. We'll have to dig into that one. Love's is going to open one of the company's largest locations ever in California. Come on. Colorado commercial vehicle chain law expanded to roads beyond I-70. We'll get into that one. Chain law time of year coming up on us real fast here. Truck driver using TikTok seconds before crash that killed 5. There you go. More than $5 million in meth disguised as watermelons seized from a semi-truck in California. I laugh. I smile because you've got to see the way they were concealing the meth. They are getting so ingenious with these ideas. Just stick around. I promise. I'll keep it entertaining. I'll move it fast. We will get to that story. But first, the U.S. is going to indict a Guatemalan man for killing 53 migrants he was smuggling in. A Guatemalan national was indicted Thursday for smuggling attempt that left 53 migrants dead. Yes, it's 53 human lives lost because of this dummy. As of August 22nd, Rigoberto Roman Mirando Zacco, as I'm going to call him, RRMO. I come up with a better name for that guy than that. We're going to call this feller Bob, because I can say Bob and read Bob. Bob is charged with 6 counts of smuggling migrants, resulting in death for the 2022 deaths. So this was a couple years ago. 53 people in a sweltering tractor trailer in San Antonio. I think I covered this story when it happened. According to AP News, Bob has been connected to 4 of the migrants found inside the trailer. 3 of those 4 died as a result of the attempted smuggling. More than 12 people have been arrested for the incident since 2022, including 7 people arrested by the Guatemalan government. There we go, working on both sides of the border on this one. This is a collaboration effort between the Guatemalan police and the Homeland Security, in addition to other national agencies, to dismantle the structures of human trafficking. One of the strategic objectives of the government, President Bernardo Alvaro, in order to take on the phenomenon of irregular migration. Yeah. Vehicles, cash, and other migrants were discovered during the raids by the Guatemalan government. So, they're working on it down there. We work on it here a little bit. Maybe we'll get that thing figured out. A Texas deputy nabs a commercial motor vehicle for overweight violation. Come to find out, the guy's got no CDL and documents he downloaded from Facebook Marketplace. All right, this is what we're dealing with out here, folks. Texas constable deputy reported finding a slew of violations on a commercial motor vehicle in Montgomery County. A Montgomery County Precinct Constable Officer Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Deputy, golly, what a name that guy's got, recently uncovered a host of major violations that resulted in citations for both the driver and the trucking company. Um, yeah, recently a truck was found to be overweight, had loose gravel, and the driver lacked a commercial driver's license, a valid insurance card. Shockingly, the truck owner admitted to purchasing a fake insurance card and Texas DOT registration from the Facebook marketplace. That's why you can't run a legitimate trucking business in this country anymore, because that's your competition. They let them get away with it, and here we are trying to run legitimate trucking businesses for what? So we can compete with people like this? I can't compete with these people. I pay thousands, well, not thousands, thousands a year. I was going to say I pay hundreds of dollars a month in on insurance. How am I supposed to compete with a guy that does not have to pay that said thousands of dollars a year for insurance? You know, I mean, to insure a commercial motor vehicle is not cheap. We're talking, between all the insurances you got to have on this truck and trailers and cargo and all that. I mean, Lord have mercy, 10,000 a year is on the low end. For people that don't know, it's 10,000 bucks to insure a semi for a year. It ain't cheap. So I'm competing with these guys. And there you go. They can get a month off for free because they don't have insurance. That's a month, extra month a year I got to work to make that revenue. As a result, the truck was towed, and both the driver and the owner received citations. Uh, it says we're committed to keeping our roads safe. Well, I'm glad you got this guy, but let me tell you, there's a lot more of it out there going on. Um, I'm glad they got them, but yeah, that just shows you what's really going on out here. Fake documents from the fake Facebook marketplace. Washington trucking officials urge governor to halt alignment with the California truck emission policies. I wish every state would push back on this. Washington State Trucking Association is urging their governor to reconsider mirroring the zero emissions truck policies put in place by California. The WTA president and CEO Sherry Call recently wrote a letter to the Washington State Governor Jay Inslee to emphasize the serious impact that zero emission truck policies could have on the state's trucking industry and the overall supply chain within the state. Well, let's cut to the chase. There's no such thing as zero emissions. If you are creating energy and using energy, there is no zero emissions that I know of. I mean, unless you're a damn tree standing in the forest, you can't convert sunlight to energy. And the every other way, it takes something to get you there. You know what I mean? If it's hydroelectricity, that dam wasn't made with a snap of a finger. It was made out of concrete, if I had to guess. There's no such thing as zero emissions. Let's get past that and then get down to the real facts. The policy aims to transition medium and heavy duty vehicles to zero emissions. I love seeing those JB Hunt trucks that say zero emissions, and I'm like, how did you get the steel to make that truck? Did it just appear out of thin air? No, there's no such thing as zero emissions. Most of those trucks that are electric are being charged by coal plants. Now, I love me some clean burning coal, but that's a bigger lie than zero emission trucks. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's all a crock of crap to take our money, is what it is. Much like California Advanced Clean Trucks Act policy, the Washington policy, 7% of all commercial trucks sold in Washington must be zero emission vehicles. There again, there's no such thing. So, how can 7% be zero emission? Sorry, that's just the way I see it. If you don't like it, you argue with me, do it down there in the comments. That way, at least my algorithm gets a little kicked up back on it. The Petro with 100 truck parking spaces opens in Nevada. Travel Centers of America announced the opening of a new Petro store in Henderson, Nevada. Come on with it. I love new truck stops. The Petro Henderson store is located off exit 15A on I-11 at 1700 Railroad Pass Casino Road in Henderson, Nevada. Amenities at the Petro include 100 truck parking spaces, shower facilities, laundry facilities, Dunkin' Donuts, and a Sonic restaurant. They also got a casino and a driver's lounge. Oh, they're going to take your money. Oh, they say, come on in, guys. We'll take your money. But hey, it's good to get the parking spaces, so kudos to them. I support that. Love's opens one of the their largest Loves in the company's history in California. This week, Love Stops opened a new store in Bakersfield, California. Wow. Love that area up in there. Almost bought a business over there and moved there one time. The new Love's truck stop is located at Highway 99 and Taft Highway in Bakersfield, California. The company calls the Bakersfield store one of the largest Love's locations. Amenities at the new Bakersfield Love's includes 111 truck parking spaces, an Arby's restaurant, dog park, 9 showers, 8 deaf lanes. Okay, cat scale laundry facilities, and a Speedco coming soon. It says Bakersfield Storage is the 16th Love's location in the state of California. I commend that. Now down here it says it has 113 parking spaces and 8 RV spots. There you go. You want to hook up your RV? Come on down to the Loves in the Bakersfield. There you go. Colorado's commercial vehicle chain law expands to roads beyond I-70 starting September 1st. Whew, what is that? Like a week away? Come on. Truckers should be prepared for new chain law requirements in Colorado this year. On May 20th, 2024, Colorado Governor Jared Polis signed the commercial vehicle safety law. One of the most prominent features of the new law is that it will expand the number of roads where truckers are required to carry chains during the fall, winter, and early spring. Previously, the law required that commercial vehicles driving on I-70 between milepost 133 and 259 from September 1st to May 31st must carry sufficient chains at all times. Sorry, literacy got me there for a minute. Illiteracy got its cold hands on me there for a minute. I broke free. I broke free with phonics. Under the new law, the commercial vehicles with a declared gross vehicle weight 16,000 pounds or more must carry chains September 1st to May 31st. So coming up real soon here. If any of these roads sound familiar to you, get you some chains. If you travel I-70 west of mile marker 259, now you got to have chains all the way out past 259. State Highway 9, US Route 40, and now these have mile markers, but I'm not going to go through all this. So just know if your route says any of these roads, or if you travel these roads consistently or regularly, now you've got to have chains. US Route 50 is also in there. US Route 160, US Route 285, and US Route 550. So if you travel any of those, you got to have some chains. Colorado chain law violation carries a penalty of $50 plus a $17 surcharge. Also under the new commercial vehicle highway safety measures law effective August 7th, commercial vehicles are prohibited from traveling in the far left lane of I-70. There you go. So in basically a few areas there, you can't be in the left lane in a truck if you're in Glenwood Canyon, Dow Junction, Vale Pass, Eisenhower Johnson Tunnel, and Georgetown Hill and Floyd Hill. So just know there are some new laws out there for traveling in Colorado. So be aware. Be aware. It's what we're here for, to inform you of things like that, keep you from getting them tickets. Here's the next story. Truck driver using TikTok seconds before a crash that killed 5 is sentenced to decades in prison. So for all you guys that like to do your live streaming while riding down the road, you keep this in mind. You know, I'm not a big fan of doing my YouTube going down the road. I see a lot of guys on YouTube. Hell, there's one on here. He's been on there every day for the last, year, live streaming his going down the road, reading comments and all that. You do you, boo. But you won't catch me doing it because of stuff like this right here. A truck driver involved in a multiple fatality crash on I-10 in Arizona last year has been sentenced to more than 2 decades in prison. No, sir. I do not want that. On August 19th, the Maricopa County Attorney Office announced that commercial vehicle driver Danny Glenn Tenner, 38, was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison on 5 counts of negligent homicide. Now you ask yourself, was that girl twerking on TikTok? Was that worth watching for 22 years of your life in the slammer? Hey, not me. Not me. I'm a big fan of risk to reward, and for me, the risk does not go along with the minimum reward. Let's see what we got here. The charges were issued following a crash that occurred on January 12th, 2023, on I-10 at mile marker 160 in Maricopa County, Arizona. Officials say that GPS data showed Tenner's truck was driving 68 mile an hour in a 55 mile an hour construction zone. Strike one. After failing to yield to stopped traffic. Strike two. The defendant caused a 6-vehicle collision. Some of the vehicles included 2 semi-trucks, and they caught on fire. One of the trucks involved in the pileup was operated by Logiflex out of Illinois. This truck was struck from the rear, and the Logiflex driver was found not at fault in the crash. 5 people died at the scene. That'd be strike 3. Yeah, digital forensic data showed Tanner accessed at least 4 separate TikTok videos while driving within seconds of the collision. Just speed on through that construction zone, a-hole. You know, you don't yield when they stop in front of you. Just smash into them because you got to be on your TikTok. Oh, man. Man. I mean, I'm glad they threw something at him. 22 years, you killed 5 people. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's enough, but whatever, you know, I don't register to vote, so I don't get jury duty. So I don't guess the jury really picks what. I don't guess the jury really picks what you get, do you? That's kind of a judge thing. I don't know. I don't keep up with the laws because they didn't consult me when they made them. But yeah, that driver, as a driver, you have an obligation to pay attention to the road, to choose to access social media while driving. Placing the lives of others on the line is reckless, said Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell. 5 families are living through the pain of lost loved ones. While the justice system can never relieve that pain, it can hold a person responsible, accountable, and we achieved that goal. Yeah, good job. He at least got it 22 years. That boy out there in Colorado, hell, he killed a whole slew of people and got it reduced down to nothing. So, you know, time and a place. You know what I mean? I ain't saying you can't touch your phone. Like I will say this. Uh, most most places are hands free, so don't be holding the damn thing. Get a mount for it, okay? Be my suggestion. Again, you do you, boo. Mount the damn thing, stop holding it, stop swerving going down the road, and learn about a time and a place, okay? You know what I mean? It's like when you got to rip a fart. You know, maybe when you're standing outside by yourself, that's time to rip a fart. Maybe not at at the middle of the ceremony at your grandmother's funeral. That's not the learn about time and place to do things. Maybe a construction zone ain't the place to be looking at TikTok. I mean, I ain't trying to be preachy here. Just a little food for thought. Um, or hey, you could be like this guy. You could get free room and board for the next 22 and a half years of your life. Um, just saying. More than $5 million in meth disguised as watermelon seized from a semi truck in California. I cannot stop loving this story. Check out this picture right here. This is the package of meth. This is how they package their meth. Check that out. That is a freaking taped up ball of meth that's been painted to look like a watermelon. Oh, I love this. I love this story. U.S. Customs Border Protection recently seized more than 2 tons of illegal drugs disguised as produce in a semi truck at a border crossing. The drug seizure occurred at the Otay Mesa commercial facility in California on August 16th. Officials say that 29-year-old man hauling a shipment manifested as watermelons approached the facility seeking entry from Mexico to the U.S. The secondary inspection area, the watermelon shipment was offloaded, and the intensive dock for further examination. Once careful inspection, officers uncovered 1,220 packages wrapped in paper disguised as watermelons within the shipment. The contents of the packages were tested and identified as methamphetamine, with a total weight 4,587 pounds. I don't plan on distributing this, officer. This is for my personal use. Come on. I don't plan on sleeping until the sun hits the earth. Oh, man. I plan on being awake for the rest of my life, whether it be 3 days, 3 years, or 300. I'm awake. I ain't going to miss a minute. You know that, how would I, you know that old song, I wouldn't want to miss a moment like this? That's why you buy 4,500 pounds of meth. Come on. The estimated street value of the drugs exceeds $5 million. That's got to be way more than that. There's no way I could buy 4,500 pounds of meth for $5 million. And if there is, anybody want to go in on 4,500 pounds of I'm just saying, might be a little infighting between us if we go in halves on it. The drugs in the semi truck were both seized. Yes, the truck driver was handed over to Homeland Security. Come on with it. Um, the port director says, I'm incredibly proud of our team for the exceptional work over the past few weeks in uncovering sophisticated and diverse smuggling methods. I don't know how sophisticated this is. I don't know if I can go patting myself on the back too much. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I mean, when was the last time you've seen a wrinkled watermelon, right? I mean, I look at that from like 40 yards out and I'm like, that don't look right. That don't look right. But that's trucker news, everybody. Smash that like button on the way out the door. I much appreciate it. Stick around if you need help with fueling. I've got a product to help you save some money on fuel because, boy, we need to save that money on that fuel these days. Am I right? Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back. They'll take all your information and you'll be in the network. How important is Wi-Fi? Very important. That's why I use Nomad Internet in my truck. Yes, sir. This is a Wi-Fi modem that you put in your truck. Check them out. Links below. This thing gets signal when my phone will not. So if you're ever stuck at that truck stop with no signal, you'll wish you had some Nomad in your truck.